Welcome to Melanated Mondays. I'm your host, Aj.
And I'm Tay, and we're here to review our favorite books written for us by us.
Period.
Today we will be reviewing Take It Down by Nicole Jackson. Please be aware that there will be spoilers and explicit content for mature audiences only. There were no trigger warnings for this book.
All right, what did you rate this one?
Girl, this was I would say it like a 4.5. It gave Tubi movie, and when I say that, I don't mean nothing bad by it. I love a good Tubi movie. Ghetto, loved it, enjoyed it. Definitely 4.5.
I would go 4.5 as well.
Yeah,
I was so I love me a good messy book.
girl.
Okay. Like, this book was just from the beginning straight fucking mess. And I was like, ooh, this messy. I like it.
No,
I
for real.
like a messy book.
Literally, when I started reading it, it immediately gave me to be vibes. I was like, this is what I need, okay? Because it was um what Cam was like meeting
Mhm.
up with Rod. Cam is like the main girl of the story who's like meeting up with Rod, who's a drug dealer. Um and he like is hollering at her or whatever, and he's like, come hang out with me, and she's kind of standoffish or whatever, and they go back to his place after like he convinces her or whatever, and then her man comes in and robs him, and I was like, oh, they starting early.
And that was chapter one.
Right.
Like, I was like, damn, we get somebody getting ran down on in like chapter one. That's crazy. Like, out the gate, that's how the book starts. Crazy.
It's super crazy. And then the way everything played out, like I absolutely knew that like if you don't take out the person that you're robbing, most likely they're bound to come back.
Yeah, like that was that part. Like I was like, so y'all rob this man, and then y'all just think that like nothing's gonna come of it. Like it's fine.
And they didn't rob him for nothing, girl. They robbed him for drugs and 100 racks. Like, come on now.
Yeah, like and y'all thought that and then I understood Cam's fear because she's like, he knows my face, and her boyfriend was just not taking that serious. Like he was like, well, there's a couple other girls that look like you. Like, how you gonna remember? Like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna remember the bitch that got him set up. I'm pretty sure that's gonna.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a face he remembers. Just saying, like,
I think. I mean, I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure if somebody catches a lick on you, like you gonna remember that person for life.
yeah, like
Because I remember a couple people that I still owe ass whoopings for.
you're gonna remember.
I
That just
always.
like I was like, wow. And then I'm like, y'all spent all the money.
That was the part. Like, y'all are really dumb because if you come into $100,000 and like the fact that they knew that they weren't hustlers, they weren't like they didn't know how to flip drugs, they didn't know how to do anything in the world of just being a criminal. They didn't know how to scam, they didn't know how to do anything. So if you have $100,000 and you can do it right, like why wouldn't you? Like why would you go out to the store and just blow all your money at the mall, buying dumbass cars that you don't need? Like
Thank
why?
you.
And on top of it, you're supposed to be staying low. Like you're going out to the clubs, buying sections, buying bottles for people. Like come on, you guys are doing absolutely too much.
And can I just say, if you're not a criminal, don't do criminal activities, maybe,
Right.
because it was clear that that they were not on that type of time. So if you're not on that type of time, let's probably not try to jump into something that like you're not on that.
And everybody, it was crazy because everybody knew they weren't about that. Like her
Yeah.
granny was like, "What are y'all up to? Because y'all don't
The Grammy had me dead because she was so really honest. Like,
clocking everything, everything. She clocked it all."
I love the granny because the granny's like, y'all ain't getting shit past me. I know y'all doing something. I don't know what it is, but I know that it ain't nothing good.
Granny was definitely my favorite character of this book
I was like,
because
period, Granny, let them know that they out here tripping. Like they don't know what the fuck they doing, and now they about to get themselves in some shit.
mm-hmm. Granny knew. Granny knew it all.
Exactly. Like, and then they freaking, and then of course, Rod comes back because not just gonna let you steal $100,000. Like they was acting like they stole $100 from this man.
Yeah, they act like it was chump change. Like, girl, this is literally like a house. You could buy a house with that.
Like they really acting like, oh, we just stole, a little $100. Like, yes, of course this man is gonna come back. And obviously there's always somebody higher up. Like you could not have thought that Rod was the damn drug lord boss. Like
Right.
was it given that? No.
No,
But
and she had that like speculation already. She was like, I
yeah,
don't know. It seems like it's too much. It seems like it's like a trap house, like where
yeah,
somebody else
like
comes to
that's
collect
the
their
thing.
money.
You think Rod, who's selling fucking nickel and dime bags. Because remember, she had to pretend like she was buying weed from him. You think this man is who's in charge?
Right. I'm like, if y'all don't take y'all asses back to AT&T and Amazon and work a regular damn job.
Or no, clearly not. And so then we meet our next main character, Samir.
Who I one
I
I
I
did not expect it to be what it was. Like I expected Samir to come in and be like, "Hey, y'all stole my money. Y'all gonna go out and work for it. Uh, y'all got to get my money back. Period. Point blank." But even Samir was like, "Y'all ain't no hustlers, so we got to have another way to come around this."
yeah, that's sad when he knows that like what the fuck I'm gonna do with y'all? Y'all ain't about to make me no damn money. Like damn, when you steal from somebody and even he knows that like you're not capable of making his money back, that's sad.
That's sad. Like that means this is not the life for you,
Yeah,
okay?
like even he is like, what the fuck y'all got going on? Like, and so pretty much he beats the shit out of Cam's boyfriend, Dontre, and he's really gonna kill him. And then Cam, obviously, she loves this man, so she's so like willing to do anything to keep him alive. And so Samir pretty much gives him an offer that he, in order for him to not kill them, that he gets to fuck Cam for a certain amount of time, and whenever he calls, literally whenever, she has to drop whatever she's doing and come with him, and that's their deal. And
Yeah.
so of course Dontre is like, hell no, like, but Cam loves Dontre, and so she pretty much is willing to do whatever to keep him alive.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
I not saying that we would be in this situation, but if you were in this situation, what you doing? Are you doing the deal or are you letting your man die?
I'm gonna do the deal.
I'm gonna have to do the deal because I mean I
I
don't want
mean,
my man to die.
the difference is though, like my man ain't broke though. So
Yeah, and I don't have I have a good man.
I have a good man.
We
Like,
wouldn't be in this situation in the
yeah,
first place.
just to me, yeah, like I have a good man. He's smart. He ain't broke. He take care of business. Like, so I wouldn't be in this situation per se. But if we did get in this situation, it's like, of course, like for her, it was like
A no-brainer.
it for her. She was taking care of all the bills. Like Dontre was like a bum. He didn't want to work for anything. Didn't want to help out. Like, so
He
and
was
everyone was telling her like he's a bum, but of course she's like, I'm not with him for his money, which is great. That's nice. It's nice. Money is something that is just it's not a deal breaker.
and
Well,
you can build with a man, like a man could
you
definitely like
with
build
a
himself up and be better.
you can't build with a man who's immature and has no plan on building with you as well. Like Don Trey,
Exactly. He
he
did not have that plan.
like he was cool with just her working and kind of like taking care of the bills and everything. Like he was perfectly fine with that.
And I mean, well, he did come and be like, oh, you're taking care of the bills. Like he would mention it, but like he still wasn't doing anything about it.
You mentioning I'm doing everything, but still not lifting a fucking finger to help me do anything is crazy. What are you talking about? Like, and so I already knew as soon as he offered that, I was like, "We about to get over here with this rich ass man,"
And
and
it's up and it's stuck.
I already knew. I was like, "Dick about to be bomb, pockets about to be long.
Mm.
Here we go." Here we go. I already knew. I was like, here we go. And Don Trey, I was like, he about to fall apart. And I was like, he about to fall the fuck apart. I already knew it
Oh my God.
because remember from the beginning, he already was like, I don't like, he felt like Cam deserved more than he could offer her. So since he already was feeling that, I was like, oh, this man about to be torn apart.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna be crying and throwing up. Like he gonna cry in a car because
No, for real.
literally because like your girl, your girl is she's sleeping with somebody who's a boss. Like he's not just like he ain't the one giving out nickels and dimes. He's the one telling people giving out nickels and dimes, bring me back my money. So like, and what was his name? He was Takedown.
Takedown, but yeah, his real name was Samir, but only she knew him as Samir.
And Samira was fine, okay? Like I know he had like a little like scar on his eye or whatever, but like I feel like the vibe that they were giving, like he was I don't know, he was just giving fine.
Definitely fine. Okay. So I was like, this girl, I was like, she got to come over here and she got to fall in love.
You
And
know who I didn't care for
who?
was her friend. Like most of the time I like best friends in this book, but her friend was just so overly nosy and not.
Her friend was giving messy. It was giving messy.
Yeah, she was nosy and messy, and it was just like, girl, like you don't even. I want to tell you things, but you're not even catching on to the fact that I might be going through something. Like you're not a real friend, okay? Because I feel like if we was in this situation and I was looking at you certain ways, you'd be like, girl, something is not right. Like we gonna
If
talk.
I talk to you on the phone some days and you're sad, I'm like, what's going on with you?
Thank you.
I'm like, you was crying. Why you got the sad voice?
Why you got a sad voice? Like for real, like we know that, but
Really
her
was
friend
there
was
in distress, and like you're right, like her friend was not picking up on it. Like
no, she was oblivious as hell to all the signs. And then she was like, "Oh, why you ain't tell me?" Because she was starting to like holler at Samira and like in the club, and she was like, "Why you ain't tell me you was cheating on your man?" And it's like, girl, I would have told you I was cheating on my man. So obviously this is something else.
yeah, like the problem is I'm not just trying to cheat on my man. We in some damn situation and now I have to cheat on my man. Like this is the problem. But clearly she didn't trust her friend enough to tell her that. Because
Yeah, I know.
if so, she would have known. Because the first thing I would have did was call you, like, Tavia, I done got myself in some shit. Oh my God. Like, I gotta go fuck this man. And I don't want to fuck this man, but I have to, or he go kill. Like, it's just too much. I would have been a mess.
Man. And so what did you think about like the relationship between Samir and Cam?
Okay, in the beginning, he was hella rude and just like it was transactional in the beginning. It was just like hella this. But then like them together.
Yeah, there's
I
a scene where she like climbed on him, like she like initiated like she was gonna ride his dick, and I was like, "Oh, you
and
like him."
that's when I was like, girl, go ahead and pack it up with that man at home. Go
Dante
ahead,
gotta go.
go ahead and pack it up. Like now you getting on top. Now you in it. You into it now. At first you was kind of like, well, even in the beginning, she said the sex was really good, but she didn't want to enjoy it because she felt so terrible, you know. And so it's like Cam was a good person. That's the one thing I'm like, she was a good person. Like she was doing this for Dante in the beginning. It was also transactional, like she tried not to enjoy herself and she just tried to kind of, leave it at what it was. But then she said, "Dick too long. I
I mean,
can't."
honestly, I feel like she kind of just like got a taste of like how she could be treated versus how
Yeah.
she was being treated. And honestly, like in situations like this, like Shit. I really don't blame Cam. Like the fact that she was very like she felt bad when she had to leave. Like she felt like some type of way. Like anytime that she was called away to, handle Samir. And so like I think it was kind of early in the book, like Dontre got mad at her and was like, he said something about like her going out or whatever, and like why you always out, and what it's like, boy, you don't realize like we're in this situation because of you.
He was pissing me off because, like, I understand, that's some soul crushing shit to have a man fuck your bitch every day and then she got to come home to you. That's crazy. But in the same sense, it's like you also have to remember she's doing this, idiot, because you had this bright idea, got her in this shit, and now she's doing this to keep you alive. So you kind of got to remember that. And then, like, so sometimes, like, he was annoying me because he was acting oblivious as fuck. Like, why are you out with him all, like, she don't have a fucking choice, dummy. He made it very clear, like, you do not get a choice. Like, when I call you, you come. However long I keep you is however long I keep you. Like, like, she doesn't have a choice. So the fact that he was acting like she had options, it's like, this woman didn't have no damn options, and he knew that.
Bro, you're tripping when this man has control over everything that you love right now.
Mm-hmm.
And like Samir wasn't afraid to show you that this was his pussy at this time. Like he claimed it for the next 3 months, and you just gonna have to deal with that.
And it's crazy because, even when he wouldn't even let her shower before she left because he he was playing
He's like,
mind games. Okay, like, he's like, I want you to go home and I want him to smell me. Like, I want. He really was playing mind games.
I mean, I don't believe in like cheating and all of that stuff. But honestly, Dontre kind of deserved that. Like the fact that he's the reason for this, and like she kept, expressing her concerns, like, I don't think we should do this, like I don't think we should rob Rod, like it's not a good thing to do or whatever. She had her reservations and he just did not care.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he got what he deserved. Like,
And like, Kim was genuinely remorseful. Like, she really did. It's not like she was just like, oh, let me go fuck this rich man and now I'm gonna be with him. Like, that was not the case. Like, she was just
yeah.
sleeping with this man. She felt so bad. Like, she wasn't even, and it's like she did it all for Dontre, but then she just ended up, falling for Samir. So, and he liked her because she wasn't trying to get his damn money. Like, she genuinely was like seeing him as a person, which nobody else did because everyone just wanted to be with him for his money. So then they just kind of clicked because he's like, oh, damn, like, you kind of different. You kind of make me feel good. I was like, here we go. Here we
I
go.
don't
But I honestly was nervous because then, Dontre tried, he started turning a little crazy. And I was like, oh, this man might try to really kill her.
Yeah, he was doing the most. And like I just I feel like Dontre just he just didn't get that she loved him. Like she defended him, like her parent, or not her parents, but her grandma was like, I don't like that boy. Like you do what you want to do, but like I don't fuck with him. Like he's not good for you or whatever. And she defended him every single time. She was really riding for her man.
She
So
was
like
really
for
like, this
him to
my man. Like, everybody was telling her, like, you could do, so much better. And she was really not trying to hear it. Like, she loved Dontre. She really, like, did not care what anybody else thought. Like, that was her man. And so that's why I feel like she was so saddened by the fact that I just think her and Samir just, when she slept with him, it's just like the intimacy between them was just different. It was just something that she wasn't getting from Dontre. But then I knew, I was like, girl, you about to get pregnant.
and I'm like, even her friend, like after she got pregnant, like girl,
The friend
like
just
her friend told her, like, you need to ask that nigga for some money because you sleeping on my couch, you fucking that nigga daily, and I'm feeding you. Like, that don't make no sense. Like, you need to, and I get it because like she was wilding, but she
Mhm.
was wilding for a reason. And like it also like her birth control like ran out because she didn't have insurance because she's like working all these jobs or whatever trying to take care of Dontre at home.
Mhm.
And so she was just a girl went through it. Like the fact that she like lost her insurance and didn't have birth control and ended up pregnant. Oh my God.
Crazy. Crazy. And
But she was also a dummy, and I don't know how you feel about this. She was a dummy for not even opening her mouth to say, "TD, help me. Like I am pregnant with your child."
yeah, and even she's like, I was just gonna wait for him to bring it up. Why? What for what? What do you mean? Like for
But
what?
that's how you know she was a good woman because she didn't ask nobody for no money. Like she was like, "I'm just going to figure it out on my own."
Yeah, but girl, like it like I get not asking him for money in a sense of like material shit for you, but like if you're pregnant with his kid, like
Why are you sleeping on somebody's couch?
yeah, like I understand not being like buy me a Birkin bag, but buy me a diaper bag, that's different, you know? I mean, you're carrying his baby, so you know, that's expected.
What did you think about all Samir's baby mamas?
Girl, that pissed me off. I was like, why this man just like the fact that they just made him a hoe. I was like, that killed it for me. That killed it. That killed it. Because I just, I don't know. Like the first baby mama, it was like sad because obviously like she still wanted to be with him, but he just didn't feel that connection. But also, it's one of them things like, okay, quit fucking your baby mama if you don't want to be with her.
Let it go.
Let it
Let
go.
it go.
And he's like, oh, I didn't want to be with her, but I was still fucking her. And so she was confused. Yeah, she was confused, dummy. If you can't tell somebody, yeah, I don't want to be with you, but then you at her house fucking her every night. Like, obviously, shit's gonna get crossed, and she gonna think like, oh, well, maybe he does want to be with me. And then the other baby mama, ugh, I just, ugh, leave,
Yeah.
leave.
Like
That's literally all I have to say about her.
like she was a hot ass mess. And honestly, I I think from I started the second book and I think she's gonna be in that one a little bit more. So I'm kind of excited to see like what happens with her crazy ass.
I finished it yesterday. She is.
Oh.
I didn't mean to, but I was reading it last night, and then I was like,
That's okay.
I'm like, damn, I didn't read this whole damn book. Yeah, she is. I didn't like her. I don't know, but Samir, like, I liked him and Kim's dynamic, but I will say, like, I wasn't a fan of him, like, wanting Kim to be at his beck and call whenever he called. Like, because if we're in a relationship, like, obviously we're going to give each other that respect. But then if you're expecting that out of me, then I expect that out of you. Because he was
Yeah,
like, oh, I could go handle my business, do whatever, but like, I better know where you're at. I better know what you're doing. I better know. And it's like,
this is a two-way street,
like,
boy.
yeah, and I'm not your kid. Like, I'm a grown ass woman. So I'm sorry, but I'm not about to be telling you every little thing I do, Like,
Yeah, I'm grown. Like I just refuse. I'm not doing that.
exactly. Like, so that was really, I was like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like oh, I'm in charge and you just gotta kind of, like listen to whatever I say type of deal. I was like, not really feeling that part.
Yeah, but I think that's just because we're rebellious.
For real, because don't tell me what to do.
I
Don't,
mean,
don't
at
tell me.
all.
Like, and I think it's different when you and your partner just have that respect for each other. But when, oh my God, why am I like dying over here? But when like the man is trying to be like, oh, like I'm the man, I'm in charge. Like you got to run everything down by me. You got to tell me, I need to know everything. It's like relax, sir, because
Yeah,
you ain't telling me what the fuck you doing.
it
Like,
don't work like that.
and,
I don't know why some
uh,
men be like, I
and
do what I want.
and then I'm very much like women be like, you ain't never gonna leave me. Like, you're nuts. You're nutso. Okay?
Because I'll leave today.
You're
I'll
nuts.
pack my shit right in front of your
But you're
face.
not about to hold me hostage. Okay? You're not about to hold me hostage. That's crazy. You're crazy. Like, so other than that though, like I was like, but girl, the scene where she's at the fucking birthday dinner with Don Trey, and then Samir pops up, and then she goes and fucks him in the car. I was like, you are really
Wild.
I was like,
Wild. That was my favorite scene too, actually, because I was like, that's triflingly wild, okay? Like, very much so.
like, and then it was even crazy because remember, Don Trey didn't even know she was pregnant, and then all his family was like, congratulations, like we know you're pregnant, and Don Trey looked at her like, excuse the fuck out of me, like.
What you mean, you know I'm pregnant? And like that's the thing, like people open their fucking mouths when they're not supposed to.
Right. And she really was trying to hide it. And they were like, you're glowing. Like, we could tell you're pregnant. Like, so excited. And Don Trey looked at her like,
You slut. And honestly, like to me, I feel like she wanted to be with Samir because she could have easily been like, I'm not having this baby. Like, I love my man. I'm not going with him. But by that time, I feel like she was already gone. She was like, okay, my relationship kind of is ass. The whole reason I'm in this situation is because of Don Trey. So I probably should listen to my family and leave him now.
yeah. And I feel like towards the end, she just was really like picturing her life with Samir. Like,
And what was that ending, girl? Oh my God. Like, the ending with Dontre and his like little secrets and stuff was wild. I won't spoil them, but
yeah,
good
no, 'cause
lord.
that part was crazy. When I was reading it, I was like, excuse me?
Yeah, I got mad. Like I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, where did this come from?" Because everybody's like, "We know him not to cheat on you. We know him not to be that type of man."
And that was crazy. I was like, not you being a cheater and a bum. That's crazy. Pick a struggle.
No, and that's how they normally are. They cheaters and bums. Like they don't know how to pick a struggle. Okay,
A struggle. Like, wow, that was crazy. That was
how
crazy.
you broke and getting more pussy? Like that don't make sense.
Crazy. I was like, wow. That like all that. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, that was a twist. And so I'm excited for book 2 for sure.
Yeah, book two was good. I think the first one was better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but book two was good. Like, it's more in depth of like Cam and Samir, like their relationship, and they got some struggles because homeboy got a lot of baby mamas. Okay,
Too many for me.
he
That
got
would have
a
been a
lot of
red
mamas,
flag already. Flag on the play.
and she's pregnant. Like, so it's a in the second book she gives birth, so it's
Okay.
it's kind of like them working through they shit, like trying to figure it out.
I hope they do. I'm excited to read because I really hope that they figured it the hell out.
Yes. So yeah, I'm like, I definitely would recommend this book because this shit was so messy. Like, if you love a good messy book, I would recommend this one because this shit was messy as hell from the beginning to the end. Just mess.
Just super mess. Again, like I said, if you love a good Tubi movie that's messy as hell, this is the one for you. This is a great book.
That's the one. So thank you guys for listening and join us next week. Wow. I guess we're gonna record for the second book.
Yeah. So I will see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
And it goes a little something like. You want summer after fall.